how are you? My name's Liz, and we're going to start with a Physicians Formula Nude Wear Bronzer. We're going to use the shade in the top left. We're going to use this as a transition shade. Now for transition shades, you can use a few shades lighter, a few shades darker, or if you really want to be bold, you can go with bold colors or bright colors. Now I want to stay with a more of a natural look, so I chose a shade that's a few shades darker. Now what we're going to do is when we put it into our crease, we want to do windshield wiper fluids back and forth, and then we want to do little circles. And what this is going to do, it's going to help seamlessly buff out the color as it goes up to our brow bone. And the reason that I like this shadow tapered brush is because on the end it comes to a point, so the point's going to really help keep it in my crease, but at the same time it's fluffy. So the fluffy part is going to actually help blend it up nice and seamlessly towards my eye. Alright, so now we're going to get down to the shadows. We're going to use our Too Faced Bonbons palette, and then we're also going to go in with the Bare Minerals Full Tapered Shadow Brush. We're going to use the color Cafe au Lait. Now, the reason why I love these eyeshadows so much is because they all smell like chocolate. Yes, they definitely smell like chocolate. They are so yummy. I really want to eat chocolate after I smell these eyeshadows. And the color that I chose, it has a nice light shimmer to it. Now, if you want to go a little bit bolder with the shimmer, you can always mix in a little bit of Fix Plus or some eye drops or any other setting spray that you would have that would have glycerin in it. Now what the glycerin does, if you spray it on your brush or if you dip your brush in it and you put it into the eyeshadow, it's going to make your eyeshadow look more like a foil metallic. I'm going to be taking the color Bordeaux from the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbon palette. And I'm going to be using a M506, M507. These are both Morphe brushes. I cannot remember for the life of me which one I picked up. But either way, they both do the same thing. So what we're going to do is in little tiny circular motions into the corner of our eye, we're going to buff in this color. And as we're buffing in, we're also going to start doing windshield wiper fluid motions into our crease. Now if you don't have a crease, you can kind of create where your crease you think should be. So anybody can do this look. Now we're going to do the same thing to the other side. We're going to do little circles. And then again, we are going to go in with little windshield wiper fluid motions. Now we want to make sure we do not bring this color up too high because it's real easy, real fast to make it look like someone punched you in the face, and we definitely do not want that. So our next color is going to be Cashew Chew. Now we are going to use this color to help blend out our transition shade, because we don't want any defined lines. We want everything to look airbrushed and nice and neat. So all you have to do is go back and forth with any fluffy brush. It's going to be Satin Sheets. Now, Satin Sheets is a light pink shimmery color. Now this is going to be a highlight shade for our brow bone. So we're going to take it and put it underneath the highest point of our brow. And in the highest point, we're going to make it the darkest, and then we are going to kind of blend it down and blend it out, so that way we just don't have one little blotch of eyeshadow right underneath our brow. Now, yes, I do know that my brows are kind of really funky looking, but being a 90s baby, I overplucked, and I am now currently trying to grow them back, and they are growing back quite funky. But then yet with my other eye, we're going to be doing the same exact thing as we did with the other, blending down. And now we're going to take Satin Sheets again, and we're going to put this into the corner of our eyes. Putting this in the corner of our eyes will give us more of a wide awake, eye widened look. If you decide not to do this, that's okay. I understand, but I tend to like doing it. Sprinkles. And we're going to be using our finger, like I said in the beginning. Sometimes the finger can be our best tool. We're going to take this and put it in the middle of our eye. This is going to help widen and awaken our eyes so we look more wide awake. It's going to give us more of a doe-eyed look. So now we're going to do the same thing to the other side. We want to make sure, again, to blend out on the edges so that way we just don't have a splotch of color directly in the middle of our eyes. Now, after this, because I'm done. Come on, Liz, hurry up. Let's go. Okay, thank you. Now we're going to take Bordeaux again, and we're going to take it and put it into the corner of our eyes in little circular motions, and we are doing this to help blend in the color that we just added and to put anything that we may have taken away when we were adding this color. Now, if you liked it the way that you had before, you don't have to add it. Just make sure if you do add it, not to add too much, because again, it's very easy to go overboard and you can't take away what you have already added. In with an eye pencil from the Balm. It's called Mr. Right Now and the color is JAC. The reason why I chose this color, it's like kind of like a light bronzy color, but it's gonna help keep our eye look a little bit more natural. So what I'm doing is, and I'm not lining the top or the bottom, I'm lining in between my lashes. Now this is gonna help fill any gaps that I have in my eyelashes. And now I'm gonna do the same with the other side. We're gonna just keep on filling in any gaps that are there. Now if you want, you can use any color. You can use black, you can use blue, you can use brown, anything that suits you. It just depends on how bold you want to go. If you want, you can line your upper lid with a black eyeliner. It's, you know, it's just kind of how you feel for that day. Now I'm also going to take it and I'm going to line the bottom of my eyes just kind of like a third of the way, and I'm going to not go in the waterline. Again, I'm going to stay with my lashes. And the reason why I'm doing this is just going to help kind of define my bottom lash. And now to also help give a little bit more definition, we're going to go back in with that transition shade from the Nude Wear Bronzer from Physicians Formula. And we're just going to follow exactly where we had that and kind of just buff it out, maybe go even a little bit more halfway, just kind of help fade it out. And because we did it on one side, we have to do it on the other. There we go. And I guess I'm not done. I thought I was. Alright, so now we're going to start with our mascara. The mascara I'm using is from CoverGirl. It's called the Supersizer. Now, I just found out about this mascara. I've been watching other people on YouTube, and everybody seems to be giving it pretty good reviews. So I decided to try it. And it does have kind of a strange brush, but it seems to work really well. It usually only takes about 1 or 2 coats, and as long as when I get to the top on the second coat, I pull up straight. My eyes, I don't even need to use a curler with. And beware, yes, if you poke yourself in the eye, it is going to hurt. But I think it's that with pretty much any mascara. And so we're just going to do this to both eyes. And then after we're done with this and we finish doing our eyelids, we are also going to move down to our bottom lashes. Now when we do the bottom lashes, we want to make sure to be careful as not to get this, if we can, on our skin. If we do, I'm going to show you later on because I am sure that I got some on myself. Next, we're going to be going in with one of Milani's baked blushes called Luminoso. Now, this is a very nice natural color. You can use it pretty much, I think most skin types can use it. Now, it does have a little bit of shimmer in it, so if you're one of those people that do not like shimmer, I suggest that you probably won't like this. But I think it kind of gives you a nice healthy glow. And when I dip into it, I always swirl and pat on my hand. The reason why I pat it on my hand is to take off any extra product and to help blend it into the blush, so that way, or blend the blush into the brush, so that way when I put it on my skin, it'll blend seamlessly. Now we're going to go in with another blush from Studio Makeup, and it kind of went by too quick for me to read, so let me just find it on here. It's called Wildflower. Now I'm using this to give my blush a little extra definition. I'm going to be using this mainly in the middle of my cheek. I'm not going to go on the forehead or in the back. It's just going to help define my cheeks a little bit better. Now we're going to go in with a highlighter. It's from MAC. It's an iridescent powder. It's called Sparkling Rose. Now I'm going to concentrate this on the top of my cheekbone. I'm going going to be using it on both cheekbones, which is kind of obvious, but we're just going to kind of go back and forth, and then I'm going to swirl it in. And now we're going to go down the bridge of the nose, then we're going to hit the tip of the nose, and then we're going to hit our Cupid's bow. And then we are going in with a second highlighter. Now this one's also from MAC. It's called Soft and Gentle. Now this is more of a golden-y highlighter, kind of like a golden-y, champagne-y. I don't know, it's very pretty. But we're just going to concentrate this kind of in the middle of our cheekbones, on the tip of our nose, and our Cupid's bow. Now we're going to go in with our lip liner from Rimmel London. It's called Natural. Now the reason why I like to use lip liners is because one side of my lip is not the same as the other, and with this one, because it's kind of like a natural color, it helps even out my lips. So I just kind of make sure to try to take it nice and slow. Always make sure that your lip liner pencil is sharpened, or even better, if you can find one that kind of rolls up on its own, that's always the best too. That way you don't have to carry a sharpener with you. Now next, I'm going to be going in with a MAC lipstick. This one is a cream sheen. It's called Creamcup. Now this is kind of a natural light pink tone, and the reason why I like this is because it just adds a little extra natural glisten to your lips. Kind of makes them look powderier and plumpier. And then I'm going to add a lip gloss from Buxom. And this lip gloss is, I believe, called AVA. And now putting lip gloss directly into the middle of your lips, this is going to help them look fuller and powderier. So now we are going to go in with an eyeliner, and yep, I have quickly changed my mind. I am just going to go above in my above waterline. Now the reason why I like to do this, I mean, you don't have to, but I feel like my eyelashes are kind of naturally curly, so when I don't have eyeliner up there, you can kind of see a pink hue, which I don't really appreciate. Now, when what we were talking about earlier about getting the mascara off, you can go in with any clean brush now that it's dry. It's very important that it's dry. If you go in and your mascara is still wet, all you're going to do is smudge it around, and it's going to make a huge mess. And after that, it's pretty much, you might as well just rub everything off, or you can get makeup remover and pull it off with the makeup remover and then reapply in those areas, but then it also never looks the same, so we'll just avoid that. So now I'm going to finish everything off with MAC Fix Plus. This is going to give me a natural glisten, and we'll pull down the hair, straighten everything out, and dry our face, and we are pretty much done. So, and that's it. Love you guys. Just wanted to say sorry for the choppy video. I promise my next one will be better. Thank you for watching.